Good evening and welcome to English News. I'm Charlie Crowson.
And I'm Chris Sillett.
Chris, how have
Charlie.
you been this week?
I've been sick this week. Some of our viewers might hear my voice sounds a little congested.
Quite the husky voice this evening, so the female viewers might be a bit...
Intimidated?
Intimidated is way better than and more appropriate than the word I was going to use.
Of course it is.
We'll start with our first piece of news tonight. To solve the drought problem, residents of Tambon Putra, Nakhon Ratchasima province, are begging for a dredging service from the provincial administration. Ban Kwao and Lampang swamps are in urgent need of dredging and cannot hold much water. Previously, residents of Tambon Putra, Nakhon Ratchasima province, begged Dr. Winay Bua Pradit, the governor of Nakhon Ratchasima, for a dredging service. Ban Kwao and Lampong swamps are in urgent need of dredging. Recently, Mr. Krieng Krai Nakarutai, the mayor of Tambon Putra, Nakhon Ratchasima province, showed the press in progress of Bung Putra Monkey Cheek Water Reserve. Mr. Krieng Krai said Tambon Putra has three major swamps: Bung Putra, 430 acres, Bung Ban Kwao, 105 acres, and Bung Lampong, 185 acres. Right now, all three of them have a lot of weeds and are blocked up, so they are unable to hold as much water as they are supposed to. After the dredging project is completed, residents will no longer be affected by the drought problem.
Interesting. I didn't know that Bung was the word for swamp. Does that mean that Bung Talua is actually a swamp?
Well, Bung I think means lake, so it has perhaps reservoir lake swamp capacity. In a Venn diagram, it'd probably be quite.
In a Venn diagram. Wow. Well, let's hope they do get it dredged, because that probably will help save more water. And in these drought situations, yeah, we need to save as much water as possible.
Indeed. Well, I think that we may be approaching the end of these drought situations.
Indeed. Those storms keep rolling in around 4 o'clock, don't they?
Big storms today, and I don't know if anyone else is aware of the huge typhoon that took place in Oklahoma this evening.
That would have been a tornado.
Tornado?
Yeah, typhoons tend to be in the Indian Ocean.
Schooling.
Yeah. Our next story of tonight also comes from Nakhon Ratchasima province. The price of eggs in Nakhon Ratchasima province has increased to 4 baht per egg due to an increasing demand. KCTV surveyed the price of eggs in many markets of Nakhon Ratchasima province and found out that the price has increased to 4 baht as of today. The price has been rising for a while, and some of the sellers claim that there is a high demand but a low supply. Information regarding egg prices are as follows. Number 0 eggs are being sold at 3.90 to 3.94 baht each. Number 1 eggs are being sold at 3.7 baht each. Number 2 eggs are being sold at 3.6 baht each. And number 3 eggs are being sold at 105 baht per panel of eggs. However, the prices of eggs are still cheaper this month as compared to this time last year. If the demand for eggs continues to outpace the supply, the prices indeed will continue to rise. So there we have some information about the egg prices. They are going up a bit, but not too much, as they stated that it is still cheaper this year than it was a year ago. Are you a big egg eater, Charlie?
I think they're excellent.
Yeah. Yes, eggs quite are wonderful, and I never knew quite that there was the number 0, 1, 2, and 3 kind of eggs. I always thought there was just sort of chicken, duck, and quail.
No, I think the numbers go from 0 up to 5, and the zeros are the premium eggs, I believe. But I'm quite a fan of duck eggs. I think duck eggs are coming back.
They're underrated.
I think that they are underrated. Yeah. And they look nice in the fridge because they match. They're white as well, so they match the fridge. It's more of a kitchen colour. We'll move on to our third piece for this evening. Buddhist citizens are still visiting and worshipping the sacred relics at Wisakabucha Buddha Barami. Today's event was a preaching from Master Pisan Wisalo at Wat Pa Sukato, Wat Erawan, Chayapum Province. After Wisakabucha Buddha Barami's event this morning, Buddhist citizens are still visiting and worshipping the sacred relics as of 10 o'clock this morning. The event is being held at the MCC Hall in the Mall Nakhon Ratchasima province. Most of the visitors are seniors and monks from many regions. The event provides mediation, various types of Buddha images, and prayer services. Wichit Nakhok Kruat, a visitor, told us that she travelled from Mahasalakham province, where she was born. She and her family were visiting Nakhon Ratchasima and stopped at the event to worship and appreciate the beauty of the sacred relics. Wisakabucha Buddha Barami event was organised to propagate the teachings of Buddha as well as to honour and dedicate royal charity to the King and Queen of Thailand. Today's activity was a preaching from Master Pisan Wisalo of Wat Pa Sukato, or Wat Erawan, in Chayapum province, and started at 4 p.m. The Wisakabucha Buddha Barami event will last until June the 2nd, 2013.
Interesting. The official holiday, I believe, starts on Friday, starts on the full moon.
Well, I believe that the mall certainly are having an event for up to a month, which started at the beginning of May and will continue until the 2nd of June.
Yes.
So if anyone's passing through on the Mitrapat, you can certainly get lost upstairs in the mall with hundreds of relics and different things available. I believe that
Quite serene, I believe.
Very, very, and I believe that you're to leave your shoes with a
Shoe man?
shoe man. It sounds very like a German name, doesn't it?
Probably was a German name.
Probably
there.
was. With a shoe man and to enter the room as politely as possible.
Okay. Our next story is also continuing on Wiksabucha. Chiang Rai province organized a ceremony for the Heart of Singha image placement. The Singha image at this ceremony is being counted as the world's largest. At the 750th anniversary of Buddha Monton Sompoj in Tambon Bua Sali, Emperor Melao of Chiang Rai province, Pra Ubali Kun Upamakon, a consultant for Region 6, and Pratep Sityanayok, the dean of Chiang Rai's Buddhist ministry, presided over the ceremony for the Heart of Singha image placement. The ceremony was done by 99 monks for the 2013 celebration of Wiksabucha Day. Mr. Pipat Ekapapan, the vice governor of Chiang Rai province, also attended the ceremony. This Singha image is counted as the world's biggest, measuring at 20.9 meters wide, 30.39 meters tall, with 4 meters tall at the base. The image was made by citizens of Chiang Rai provinces as well as from provinces nearby. The image is located at the 750th anniversary Buddha Monton Sompoj in Tambon Bua Sali, Emperor Melao of Chiang Rai province. So hopefully we have some images of that giant image, the big Heart of Singha image.
It looked quite fantastic.
Yes, it does. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, quite.
Still under construction, but that will look quite special. And perhaps after the rainy season, when the sun comes back, it'll look rather glistening.
It will be quite amazing. There are some pretty big things out there that they've built up in Chiang Rai and Chiang Mai.
Have you ever seen the White Temple? On the
I
way
have.
to
I have. I
Chiang
believe
Rai
it's in
province?
Phayao or Lampang, just before Chiang Rai, I believe.
Just short of Chiang Rai, and it's absolutely fantastic. That's all we've got time for before the break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
การใช้น้ำอย่างประหยัดน้ำเป็นสิ่งจำเป็นสำหรับชีวิตประจำวันที่ทุกคนต้องใช้ปัจจุบันน้ำที่เราใช้นั้นมีเหลือน้อยลงและกำลังจะหมดไปในอดีตมีฝนตกถูกต้องตามฤดูกาลจึงมีน้ำให้เราได้ใช้กันจากการกักเก็บของเขื่อนซึ่งปัจจุบันฝนตกน้อยลงและไม่ค่อยตกตามฤดูกาลทำให้น้ำในเขื่อนที่มีอยู่ลดน้อยลงไปด้วยเพราะฉะนั้นจึงถึงเวลาแล้วที่เราจะต้องช่วยกันประหยัดเช่นไม่อาบน้ำด้วยอ่างเพราะการอาบน้ำด้วยอ่างจะใช้น้ำถึง110ลิตรต่อครั้งต่อคนแต่การอาบน้ำด้วยฝักบัวหรือการตักอาบจะใช้น้ำแค่20ลิตรต่อครั้งต่อคนในการล้างจานควรที่จะลองน้ำใส่อ่างไว้ก่อนเพราะการเปิดน้ำตลอดเวลาจะเสียน้ำ135ลิตรในเวลา15นาทีการชักโครกแต่ละครั้งจะใช้น้ำ8ถึง14ลิตรดังนั้นวิธีประหยัดคือเอาขวดน้ำแบบลิตรใส่น้ำให้เต็มแล้วใส่ไว้ในถังพักน้ำจะช่วยในการประหยัดได้การล้างรถไม่ควรใช้สายยางเพราะจะเสียน้ำ200ถึง300ลิตรควรใช้ถังรองน้ำแล้วใช้ผ้าเช็ดแทนเพราะฉะนั้นถ้าเราช่วยกันประหยัดน้ำช่วยกันทุกคนก็จะทำให้เรามีน้ำใช้กันได้อีกนาน
Welcome back.
Indeed.
Well, the next 4 stories will be about poisonous mushrooms, a warning up in Nan province, police investigating tactics and training, a man arrested for theft in Amnak Churun for house burglaries, and the Serbia volleyball team are to add into Thailand's group. So we'll get moving with our first piece. The Ministry of Public Health staff visited and educated residents about poisonous mushrooms in Nan province recently, after 6 people got seriously sick after eating wild mushrooms in the area. Mrs. Chari Chaichana, a member of the Ministry of Public Health staff, visited and educated residents to tell them about poisonous mushrooms in Nan province, after 6 people got seriously sick eating wild mushrooms in the area. Poisonous mushrooms cause them diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach aches. Moreover, doctors also found that some of them had liver infections as they had been eating mushrooms with alcohol. Officer Satyan Patamawat, an academic from Ministry of Public Health, said that Nan province had victims from eating poisonous mushrooms every year, especially in May. In 2007, 11 people were killed by poisonous mushrooms. The symptoms after eating poisonous mushrooms are as follows: stomach aches, nausea, vomiting, numbness, and in the worst cases, blood circulation failure. Those symptoms again: stomach aches, nausea, vomiting, numbness, and in the most severe cases, blood circulation failure.
Well, it is very difficult sometimes. There are the mushrooms that you can eat, and then the mushrooms that you shouldn't eat that look exactly like the ones that you can. It's one of those things that you do need experts out there telling people, these ones are okay, these ones are not. I don't know about where you're from, but where I'm from in the States, there's a lot of bushes that grow berries. And some will look like raspberries or little juniper berries that you can eat, but they're not the same, and they're actually quite poisonous and can make you very sick. So if you are out there in the woods foraging for wild mushrooms, as a lot of people are this time of year because they're popping up due to the rains and the humidity, make sure you...
It's certainly a very popular pastime in Thailand. Having asked quite a few Thai friends what their hobbies are, it tends to be get pet is an acceptable answer. And obviously quite strange for Westerners, and certainly in Wolverhampton, there's not too many mushrooms to be collected. But I hope that people keep on collecting mushrooms.
They are delicious and quite good for you.
Yeah, indeed.
Our next piece tonight comes from Nakhon Ratchasima as well. The police commander for Region 3 opened a training course today for police investigation tactics. The training aims to help officers on the front lines by assisting them with information technology. at the Police Regional Office for Region 3 Training Center in Tambon, Johor, and Pamuang, Nakhon Ratchasima, Colonel Churchuit of the Police Region 3 opened a training course for police investigation tactics. The training course started today and lasts until May 31st, 2013. 110 police trainees are expected to join in the course. The police commander for Region 3 said that the crime rate has been rising daily. Each crime is different and therefore complicated. The training course is aiming to help officers on the front line by assisting them with information technology, as it helps officers track and catch criminals quicker and more effectively. Technology can be used in police work, but officers are supposed to know how to use them effectively as well, the commander added. His hope is that by training police officers in information technology, that the crime rate will be able to be brought down and more criminals will be brought to justice quicker, and police will be able to enforce the law easier and make life safer for people throughout the area.
So again, another get-together by the local polices, and I think it's really important that they continue to try and improve their services, because that's what they are, a service to the community.
They definitely are. It's interesting to see that they are incorporating the information technology. I mean, maybe they'll start using the GPS things to track people's cell phones a lot more, which as you know, they can do that quite easily.
It's Big Brother.
It's not necessarily Big Brother, but there's a lot of silly criminals out there that, they'll probably be talking on their phone going, yeah, I got away with it, and the police will just go, we got him.
We'll move on to our seventh piece for this evening. Ambatchuran police arrested a thief who broke into almost every house in the province, as well as official residences in the area. Ambatchuran police, provincial police, made an announcement over the arrest of Mr. Tiang Chai Nongwa, aged 25. He was originally from Ampere Chanaman of Ambatchuran province. He got arrested for breaking into houses across the province and stealing valuable items. He has broken into almost every house in the province, as well as official residences, for example, a Miss Orn Uma Mi Seng, a teacher of Suksasong Krau Ambatchuran School. Her house got broken into and 5,000 baht cash was stolen, as well as the house of Mrs. Malila Wongke, an officer of Ambatchuran Central Court. From her, he took 20,900 bahts worth of cash, a gold necklace and a Samsung Note 2 tablet. Both houses were broken into on the same night. So
there's a little bit of a thief out there. So yeah, that's pretty good that the police are actually doing training in information technology. It does seem like they are quite busy lately, aren't they?
Well, the worrying thing there is the footage of a large knife, and he's obviously been burgling people with weapons.
But nobody's been hurt up until this point, correct? Which is quite lucky that no one was hurt. That guy. How many houses was it? How many houses did he burglarize?
There's no number, but rather remarkably, it suggests almost every house in the province. So that is.
Well, I'm glad he is
good to have him off the streets.
Definitely good to have him on the streets. Thank you to the officers that caught him. Our final story tonight is, of course, sports. So we'll leave you on a bit of a happier note. The director of the Volleyball Association of Thailand believes that replacing Team Poland with Team Serbia will not prevent Thailand from entering into the semifinal round. Officer Chanit Wongprasit, the director of the Volleyball Association of Thailand, believes that replacing Team Poland with Team Serbia will not prevent Thailand from entering the semifinal round of the Female Youth Volleyball World Championships of 2013. Back on May 9th, 2013, the FIVB made a small change in the team positions of the A and B groups. The final adjustment resulted in a switch between Poland and Serbia. Team Serbia has moved into Group A, the same group as Thailand, and Poland has been moved into Group B. The full listing of all 4 groups is as follows. Group A will consist of Thailand, Serbia, Egypt, Tunisia, and Puerto Rico. Group B will be China, Poland, Japan, Argentina, and Greece. Group C will be Brazil, the United States of America, Dominican Republic, Algeria, and Slovenia. Group D will be Italy, Peru, Mexico, and Taiwan. And those volleyballs tournament is set to begin, I believe, next month, and will be held here in Nakhon Ratchasima. So for all of you big volleyball fans, get out there and support the Female Youth Volleyball World Championship and cheer on our girls for Team Thailand. I'm quite certain there might actually be some girls on the Thai volleyball team that are from Nakhon Ratchasima.
Well, it's a huge international event, and I know that perhaps last year it was held in the mall upstairs. Whether they'll do the same last year?
No, this year they're putting it. That's was a story from last week. They are putting it in where they had the Sea Games.
The King's Stadium.
The King's Stadium, yes.
Excellent. Well, one final mention, which is that Manchester United and Chelsea will be doing a tour of Bangkok in July. So if you're interested in seeing them, you can try and look for tickets for Man U on, I believe, the 13th and Chelsea on the 18th of July. That's all we've got time for this week. I wish you a wonderful week, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. I've been Charlie Crowson. Don't forget to lock up your houses.
And I'm still Chris Slett. Good night.
Good evening.